Bitcoin, we start with daily chart. Just I want to give a update. And if you refer to our analysis in my last video, after we see the breakout of the 77, then I mentioned I'm looking to see the breakout of the 88K. Okay. Anyway, if you refer to our analysis, since the price was within here, we come up with the 51,500 as a support. This is what we get. Then after we see this reversal, I mentioned I'm looking to see the breakout of the 77 following by 88. As we can see, when the price reached 77K, we see this consolidate, then we see the breakout. Then after that, we have been looking to see the breakout of the 88K. And as what we can see exactly in the range of the 88K is a start to consolidate. And even with this is what we have it. Okay. That's why every time we come up with the resistance to see how the price can break. And we mentioned with the breakout of this zone, then which is the 88, then we have been looking for the 100K. Okay. And at this point, we want to see whether this one can turn to a deeper or bigger correction based on daily chart, because this is the target based on the daily chart we have been looking for. As what we explained, we see the breakout of the 77, but now the price tag or even the break, the 88K, now want to see. Then we can expect if the price within the next 1 or 2 days, we don't see the continuation, we can expect to see the daily correction in the range of the price for the 88 before we see the continuation. But at this point, we see the breakout of this one, and mostly we're looking for continuation unless we in the next, if within, as I explained, within the next 1 or 2 days, we don't see the continuation, we can expect the daily correction, bigger than the correction here, and then even we can look for the better conformation and the better trade setup. Okay. Anyway, whoever get the trade within this range, okay, from here, because we see that both of the target tags at least book some profit. And now want to see what's the next. Because if we refer to the higher time frame based on monthly chart, the targets based on the higher time frame we have been looking for after the breakout of the 88, we are looking for the 100 and 111K, because based on higher time frame, if the price could break this zone, then we can look for 180K. This is how we have been looking for: first 88, following by 111, then from there we can look for 180K. Then the next target I'm looking for after the breakout of the 88, we're looking for 100 and 111. That's mean the breakout of this zone. And based on monthly chart, we don't see any information. And if we move to lower time frame, weekly chart, all right, this is what we have based on weekly, even 100 and 111K, which is we have based on weekly chart. And the only thing is, if we put this one in relative to what we have here, we see the divergence. But this divergence at this point, we don't need to really care about that, because we are not expecting for the reversal. We're looking for the continuation. And if the prices start to continue with this divergence, it will disappear. In the worst case, if the price couldn't break this zone, then we and even at that point, if we have a divergence, then in the worst case, we will have the deeper correction similar to what we have here. This is the worst case I'm expecting before we see the continuation and the price tag 100 and price break 150, which we are looking for 180K. Okay, this is the worst case we are looking for. That's mean what I want to say is that at this point, the divergence, it doesn't mean for the reversal. And mostly we're looking for continuation. And in that case, the divergence will disappear. If the price couldn't break this zone, following by divergence, we will have the running flat. That's why at this point, we don't need to care about that. And for me, if I get any opportunity based on lower time frame, as I explained, based on daily chart, if we get a deeper correction, I will look for buy. And if I move to daily chart, we explain based on daily chart what we can look for. And even we don't have a trade setup based on daily chart. Mostly, if you want to look for trade, we have to look for the trade based on lower time frame. And we can expect for continuation, following by divergence. In that case, this one can turn to deeper correction. A more complex correction, not deeper. Because if we want to look for the deep correction, mostly we have to look for the daily chart. and we don't see any trade setup. And if we move to 1 hour chart, since we had this divergence, we get this one. And right now, if we want to look at this one as a flat, then any opportunity for buy from here, we will take it. Then we want to see how the price can break this one, because we can expect this one, the price consolidate here, or even we get one more top, then drop before we see the continuation. Okay. Then if anyone wants to look for buy, they should look for flag. And in that case, mostly they can look for trade by having trade above the top. Simply, we cannot take the trade because we can expect this one, the price drop, retest this low before we see the continuation, because in that case, we can look for the the expanding flat. And anyway, still we can look for buy, but at this point, I don't see any trade setup. And if we move to the weekly chart, the next target we are looking for is how to see the breakout of the 100 can. At this point, the expectation to have a deeper correction similar to what we have here is very low. Okay, that's mean we're looking for continuation. The only thing is how the price can break this and how sharp the price can break this one. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.